I was flabbergasted. It's the first time I've ever experienced anything like that, and I had no words except like, who's offended by a t-shirt at this point?
Yeah, and who is offended by science?
No,
That's what we asked.
More drama on the WNBA court. Georgia mother Casey Thomason and her 17-year-old daughter Annie telling Laura Ingraham about what happened at Sunday's Indiana Fever Atlanta Dream game. They say that they were told to cover up their shirts or be escorted out after wearing shirts with the XXXY logo, which is a support of biological nature and keeping women's sports for women. And the WNBA now acknowledging league security was wrong to ask them to cover up, saying, quote, this should not have happened. The mother-daughter duo recounting their experience and the confusion from security. Listen to this.
He didn't know what was offensive about it. He said he didn't even understand, but since someone told on us and said that they were offensive, we had to, cover up.
It's 100% going to happen again until people actually do something about it. And no, it does not make me feel better because they're not going to do anything about it.
This happening less than a month after two teenagers wearing those same shirts were allegedly confronted by Seattle Storm co-owner Celeste Keaton, who was later suspended for 5 games, and she was fined. Tiffany, this was in your backyard.
Yes, and I even had a dad message me and tell me about his daughter's experience at that exact same game, that there were protesters leading up to the arena just to even get in, sort of rejecting Sophie Cunningham, which I think the NBA needs to focus on their talent. Sophie Cunningham, these women have dedicated their life, their talent to be professionals and to entertain. And if the WNBA was smart, they would focus on building their revenue, supporting these amazing athletes, and promoting them on the world stage instead of taking on fans and parents who are basically just saying, let's stand up for women. XXXY, that is a fact. Men are males, women are females. There is nothing derogatory about that at all.
Yeah, no, the WNBA has really been suffering. It could affect business, which is interesting, Samir, because the WNBA's profits and team valuations have skyrocketed, in particular because of Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, who have become stars, especially to young women.
Totally. I think the WNBA is having a moment right now, and it's a good sort of chapter for the industry and for the sport. But, I'm glad that the WNBA came out and said that this was wrong. Ultimately, you can't go out there and herald and champion inclusion and then disagree when someone is peacefully saying that they don't agree with a rule that governs gender-based sports competition. That's really the point here. It's about inclusion, and so if they have an opinion on it, they should hear it, especially if it's peaceful.
Obviously, Tiffany, this topic in general has really galvanized the public. And this is one of the things that voters in 2024 told us that they were over. They were sick of DEI.
Yeah, they're sick of woke. They're sick of this insanity, right, when common sense can rule the day. And not only that, let's stand up for women. Let's stand up for young girls in this country who deserve everything that they fight and work hard for.
Absolutely. And you got to explain to me woke 1 and woke 2 and woke 3. There's a whole conversation there. We got to get into that. But first, let's get a look at the forecast across America. Fox weather meteorologist Marissa Torres joins us now with an update. Marissa, good morning.
Hey there, Cheryl. Good morning. Kicking it off with radar over the northeast for the I-95 corridor. We did have some light showers over in the New York City area, but for the most part, it's dry. Now, can't rule out an isolated shower here or there as everything starts to clear out through the day. We have a cold front that should move through by tomorrow. Until then, we'll be talking about temperatures still into the 80s, if not near 90 in places like D.C. and Philadelphia. We do have a severe storm threat on tap for today for portions of the plains. Primary threat here is going to be for damaging winds, but we can't rule out a tornado for folks in Kansas City. So keep an eye to the sky as you get through some of these remaining days of summer, at least for the Midwest. Some areas are already back to school, Cheryl.
Can't believe it's back to school time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The parents are probably like, yes, it's back to school time. Great.
Absolutely.
Go back to school, kids. Yeah. All right. Yep. We got thumbs up in here. Marissa Torres, thank you so much. We'll be right back, everybody. Another big 2 hours coming up. Stay with me.
The remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. Assist the comedy. Is that serious? This is a strange enough new play on words. Is it the tragedy? Is how you're gonna